everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. So the whole thing, there's this whole war going on, I'm sure as a lot of you know by now. Basically on Disney and Sony, there's a war between them two over the character Spider-Man. And I really wanted to come on and talk about this because of course I am a fan of Spider-Man. I do a lot of Marvel videos. So yes, I really have passion for this and I definitely wanted to come on and give my, whole opinion and everything on it. So here goes. I think it's utterly crazy. Actually, I am so wow. It's crazy how so many people are actually backing up Disney. That is insane. Disney are clearly the ones that are mad here. I don't think that Sony have done anything wrong. So it's kind of crazy that people are kind of mad at Sony. But I mean, if you can think about it, back when Marvel, wasn't doing the best and they sort of needed help, Sony bought the rights to the character Spider-Man, just in case any of you didn't know that, which then allowed Spider-Man, to appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe films such as, of course, Captain America, Civil War. And I mean, if you think about it, in Civil War, the scene with Tom Holland where he held Captain America's shield, people like me and other people who of course love and are big fans of Spider-Man, we all absolutely loved that scene. Then of course Infinity War, Endgame, Spider-Man Homecoming, and of course the latest one, which was Spider-Man Far From Home. I mean, Marvel and Disney own the merchandising side of things, which makes a ton of money. And my opinion is Disney are having an outright laugh and being, crybabies, wanting a bigger piece of the pie. They just want as much pie as they can get. And that's what they're wanting. They're wanting a bigger piece of pie with Spider-Man, right? Because, if you think about it, Disney are already making a ton of money, and I mean, they're even making more than Sony on the side of merchandising. But Disney, of course, as I say, they're crying like children, because all they want to do is make money. And they want to put their paws on quite literally everything. I mean, not long ago, sure, look at the likes of Fox, right? They got the right to Fox, right? And now they're pretty much rebooting everything under the freaking sun. And I want to actually talk about the gaming side of things in relation to Sony, because Disney seem to be forgetting that yes, okay, Disney may be the big guns when it comes to movies, but Sony are obviously quite clearly a big entertainment company. For example, look at the PlayStation 4 game, right? Which was a PlayStation exclusive. What a fantastic game that's insanely successful. It's actually one of their biggest successful games that they've made, right? So I think that's what definitely panicked Disney as well. And I think also what's grinding Disney is that they know Sony would never want to sell to Disney. They know that it would never happen. And even if it was to happen, it would be for an insane amount of cash. And Sony, I have to really bring this point up because they already have ideas, bear this in mind, for Spider-Man in their gaming universe. And Disney would rather, rush movies and dip Spider-Man's character in any movie that they can, basically. But Sony would never want to do that because, right, here's where I'm going with this. Say Disney ended up having a lot of creative control, right, on the gaming stories of Spider-Man. Sony would hate that, and the reason being because if Disney did gain and require even more creative control, then that would really affect Sony's gaming stories coming up. Let's face it, because I think Sony would be definitely 100% way more creative than Disney. So they wouldn't really want Disney to be having their paws on hugely on the story side of things with the gaming, because I mean, and if they were had more creative control and they were just firing out movies here, there and everywhere, then of course that's going to get in the way of the storytelling of the gaming side of things from Sony. And what I feel is a good point to sort of bring up, that I really wanted to actually bring up in tonight's video, is in relation to the gaming with Disney. Say for example, I'm just going to bring up a game, Kingdom Hearts, right? As an example, right? So we'll use this example. Disney had the developers from Final Fantasy brought in. So This is where I'm going with this. You know, Disney can't just make games on their own, is where I'm sort of going with that. So Disney wouldn't actually be able to be as creative as I was saying, as Sony, say, for example, in terms of gaming. And, you know, the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game that I was saying about earlier, as I say, it is one of Sony's biggest selling games, right, of all time. So, if you consider that alone, Disney would have been sitting thinking, you see, if we had have had a bigger piece of the pie there in terms of Spider-Man and more control, we would have got a bigger percentage there. We would have got more money. We would have been rolling in more dough. And I think as well, Disney seen that profit and how much that game made, and like I was saying, they panicked. I personally think that it would be cool, you know, to sort of see Spider-Man and Venom in a movie together. And I know, of course, you know, we have seen that in Spider-Man 3, but still, I think that would be cool to sort of see in the future. And I love Spider-Man. I love Tom Holland. I love his take on Spider-Man. I think he's so talented. Of course, I love Tobey Maguire, and just to let you know, he hated the Amazing Spider-Man, but we're not even going to go there. But my opinion, guys, is that Sony want to be more creative and, you know, really take their time on things and have an overall product at the end of it, basically, for the fans. But something Disney has lacked for, you know, quite a few years now is creativity, as a lot of us know. I want to actually bring up a picture because Jeremy Renner, who a lot of you will know actually plays as Hawkeye in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he had actually made a post on his Instagram. Now, I don't have Instagram, guys, but I was reading an article and I actually just took a screenshot of this yesterday. But regarding this whole feud with between Disney and Sony, he seems to think that Sony are in the wrong, pretty much. I think Jeremy has got a bit ahead of himself, in my opinion, because this is what he had actually said. He said below the picture that he posted, hey, at Sony Pictures, we want Spider-Man back to at the real Stan Lee and at Marvel, please. Thank you. Hashtag congrats. Hashtag Spider-Man rocks. Hashtag please. Okay. But, you know, what Jeremy Renner is failing to understand, is that Sony has the final say of Spider-Man. You know, they bought the rights to it, so get over yourself. That's, you know, my opinion. I mean, let's all remember, right? Let's remember this extremely important point, probably the most important point of all. If Sony didn't buy Spider-Man back when they did, right, the MCU movies wouldn't exist. Therefore, everybody who's crying and saying, oh, it's Sony's fault, yeah, it's Sony's fault, you know, it's just, no, it's a joke. Considering the success not only just in movies, but also in gaming, which I have, you know, spoke about. So, you know, my final 2 cents on all of this, to wrap this up, guys, to wrap up this video, is anyone who is blaming Disney needs to catch themselves on and get a grip, right? It's just, that's what I would say. My opinion, you know, you are entitled to have your own opinion, but that's just how I feel. That's my blunt, honest, truthful opinion, and that's what you're going to get in this channel. Honesty, pure blunt, the way it is. Obviously, if you feel any different, that's fine. I'm happy for you, but this is my channel. This is my opinion, right? Let me know what you think on all this. I can't believe I actually had to make a video about that. Like, but you know, that's what's going on at the minute. That's the whole shebang. That's what's heading on. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say to that other than let me know your thoughts. I think that Disney are 100% in the wrong. They just want to get more money as usual. That's the whole thing of this. They just want to own everything and get their paws on literally quite everything. But anyway, let me know if who you think's in the right. Do you think Disney's in the right? Do you think Sony's in the right? Or are you kind of like sort of like sitting on the fence sitter or whatever? Or do you just not freaking well care? Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will look forward to interestingly reading. Actually, I'm really interested to know what all of you think, because I know a lot of you, you know, that watch my videos, of course, you know, love Marvel and love Spider-Man and things like that. So, other than that, guys, I'm going to go here and finish off my cup of coffee. Thanks very much, and I will see you all in the next one. But until then, please don't be forgetting that, the force will be with you always.
I just wanted
Bye,
to really
guys.
quickly let everyone know that to any of you that have been asking, or that would like to, the only way that I have at the moment, I don't actually make any money off YouTube. Some people don't actually know that. But if you would like to donate in any way to my YouTube channel, the only way to do that at the moment is through my PayPal. I have a PayPal set up, and the link will be in my video description and should be in the video description of, most of my videos that I will be uploading. So if you would like to, you can certainly do so. It is never ever expected. The support that I get here on my YouTube channel means more to me than anything. And if you do donate, guys, give me something so small, because do not waste your money on, silly old me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.